got a new team here. Maybe a little low on some other analyst type of sheets here. But listen, uh, I've got him at 5 and not higher. We talked about Bo Nix. We talked about his no shows during stints during the game. You look at his stats during the Raiders game. Not good. They almost lost that game on a short week. So with that. But that being said, they do have uh, an excellent defense here. You know, Denver, they're 9-2. They have the best. They're the number one seed in the AFC. Yeah, the Denver Broncos. Go figure. They beat both of the teams in the Super Bowl last year. They beat the Eagles at Philadelphia. Okay, they beat Andy Reid off that bye week, which is just unbelievable. I'm still amazed by that. I said that earlier, and I'm saying it again now. Call it lucky or whatnot. By the way, they're third in defensive yards allowed. 17 sacks from Cooper and Bonato as their edge rusher. They rush the passer and they get stops. Bo Nix, 18 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Like I said, he ain't all world, but he's suitable, you know. But he plays well late in the games. He reminds me of a early. I'm not comparing him this. I'm just saying he reminds me of an early Tom Brady back in 2001. You can never totally get him shook out of a game. You know, knock the crap out of him, get the tuck rule, whatever, in the divisional game up in Foxborough back in the winter there, 2002, 2001 in that cold January snow day. I was living in New York City in 02. And knock him down, tuck rule, and they come back, get the field goal, win the game anyways. Okay. That's what Bo Nix reminds me of. You know, he makes big runs late in games, gets key first down in the end. So I've got them, Denver, number 5 in my Power 5. Okay, now, number 4, Indiana. Listen, the Colts here, Indianapolis Colts here, they had this past weekend off, much needed bye week. DeForest Buckner is on DeForest Buckner, best defensive interior player. He is on the IR, but I think it's a short term. I want to say he's going to be back here in a few weeks. This past week, that helped him recuperate. I want to say he was out against Atlanta, and he's out this. So he may be back here in a few weeks. So he's only going to miss just probably 3 games because you count the bye week per se. That being said, Jonathan Taylor, 6 yards a carry. Daniel Jones, third in passing. Most well-balanced offense. And again, I want to see how once they get Buckner back on defense, and of course now you've got Sauce Gardner on the back end, what are they going to look like come December when you got both of these guys back here and Gardner's got 3 or 4 games under his belt with Lou and Morano? How good is the defense going to be then? And of course, and now it's getting colder. I know they're a dome team, but they got a big game this weekend. They're coming off that bye this weekend. The Chiefs better be careful. They're going to lose another one, but it is in Kansas City. I think Kansas City will win, but I wouldn't be sure. I wouldn't guarantee that. They may get ran on by this big offensive line. They may get beat here. But that being said, I still got them in the top 5. I got them as a number 4 team in the Power 5. Number 3, listen, Drake May, big, and I said it was just over the Jets, Robert. Come on. But they played a big game the week before, big road win at Tampa the week before. Tampa off that bye week, short week. Come play this Jets team, hungry, eager to make a move. I want to say Jets also had a win prior to that. But Drake May continues to play at an MVP level. They got the win. They're also, 9-2, and they're the 2 seed. I leads the league in passing yards, 20 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, second highest rating in the NFL. They're also the 2 seed in the AFC. Best run defense, run the ball, stop the run. Not the best running team, but I do like what Henderson's doing there. Trayvon Henderson, draft pick at Ohio State, thought he probably should have been the better player, but I know Junkins went higher and whatnot. And of course, Genty went way higher with the Raiders. But Henderson's fitting in really well here, getting some big runs there. The rookie running back out of Ohio State. Listen, second-year players do make it to the Super Bowl. The guy he's coming in for was 2 guys back. Remember, Mac Jones was his – but, Tom Brady, second year, got to the Super Bowl. Dan Marino, second year, Super Bowl. Russell Wilson, second year. Ben Roethlisberger. Could they make the – yeah, they could. Got the coach, got the quarterback, got the scheme there, the defense there. Number 1 at stopping the run. Very good corner there. Christian Gonzalez. Got them at number 3 on my NFL Power 5. And, of course, number 2, Philadelphia. Being led by their defense. More weight. They can beat you with that defense. They can beat you with that running game, although it hasn't been very consistent this year. They could beat you with the passing game. They did that in the Minnesota game. I would have them higher, but like I said earlier, 4 to 6 weeks. Lane Johnson had the ankle injury, played tough. He's a tough guy, just a big old tough guy. Probably also a Hall of Famer, right tackle for the Eagles. You got Jalen Hurts, who's 5-9. He's 5-9 without when Lane Johnson's out. So that's a big deal. And they got to play at Dallas this week. So we'll have that in our top 5 biggest games coming up tomorrow. We'll talk about that. But listen, they got wins over the Rams. They got wins over Green Bay. They got wins over Detroit. These are all playoff teams. Tampa. Those are big wins there. Those are big wins. Should have beat Denver. Had Denver beat most of the game. Of course, a couple of big throws there at the very end by Bo Nix there. That being said, got them at number 2 because of Lane. I'm that concerned about the 4 to 6 weeks that Lane Johnson's going to, because he's going to be back towards the end of the season. But he's a tough guy. He'll probably make his way back. So Eagles number 2. Number 1, coming off that big win, the LA Rams, 27 touchdowns, 2 interceptions there for Matt Stafford. Fully healthy wide receiving core, Puka Nacua, tight ends, running backs. Second points allowed. I didn't realize their defense was that good. Second points allowed. First was this Houston team, all kinds of problems at offense, including Stroud. I think C.J. Stroud's going to be back. But second points allowed, this Rams team coming off that big win. Number 1 team, probably be my favorite. If the playoffs started today, I'd probably pick the Rams to win the whole thing. I really like what they're doing. The balance on the offense, the pass rush there on defense, their 2 edge rushers there. I think it was Brian, was the guy's name. And of course, Jared Verse playing like the beast mode he is. Cornerback play, playing a lot better. Got 4 interceptions this past week. But it looks a lot better when you've got that kind of pass rush. So the Rams at number 1, Philadelphia at number 2, New England at number 3, and of course, Indianapolis number 4, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Indianapolis number 4, and of course, Denver at number 5. If Denver continues to win and play well, I will definitely move Denver up in my